Maybe this is heaven, maybe that's just you. I don't trust my judgment, cause I'm just 22. My mind is running circles, my heart is out in the rain. I know that this is sudden, but do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel the I can't make my mind up, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be honest, see a point of view. So you tell me that you're leaving, but I wish you would stay. I think that this is worth it, but do you feel the same? 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 But if you're thinking not today, I'd rather have the truth than start a love that's fake. And baby, tell me if you need your space. But if you're feeling lonely, I'm an hour away. I know you told me, baby, but do you feel the same? 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 Baby girl, do you feel the same? You feel the same? Baby girl, do you feel the same?
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah, 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 yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's fever. She lives a double life, puts on a show. What's under the subtle smile, we'll never know. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her.
Let me paint a picture. I see they don't understand. Feeling like Picasso. She brushing against my hands. Seen you from around the way. You didn't give me the time of day. You be making moves that yeah, who really care what Simon say? All the bad things, girl, I had to look past that. Call yourself a dime, I'm just trying to get my cash back. You be looking fine, so no wonder they can't match that. Louis V scarf, or I'm chilling with a dad. Whoa, slow it down like that. Just hold me down like that. Yeah.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to meet her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper once you get to
tears had stained my eyes, but with you it's like I never felt that way. Phone's been ringing 20 times, I don't seem to mind, 'cause you're bothering me in the best way. I can be a fool for the little things you do to get hold of me. Chocolate and roses on a Wednesday night, this feels alright. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. You've got me falling and I owe it all to you. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. Take a little breath and push aside. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you, what to do. I know. Lately I've been so afraid, can't control these feelings. I've taken a dose of you, just a little will suffice, so I can survive. Finally, baby, I can be a fool for the little things you do to get hold of me. Chocolate and roses on a Wednesday night, this feels alright. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. You've got me falling and I owe it all to you. Baby, I love you so I don't know what to do. Take a little breath and push aside. Tell me what I should be doing. I know, baby, I love you, what to do. I know, tell me what I should be doing. I know, I know, I don't know. Shouldn't be this stock broke, shouldn't be this hard to tell you I want more. I wanna see that you want me, snatch me up quick, let's see the ring. I wanna know, can we move forward, bust down that door, playing all my cards now, 'cause I've been waiting, but every time I think about you, baby, don't wanna take it slow. Take
bankroll. Why you running away from me? I don't know. Thirsty, I'm your Paco. Why you running away from me? I don't know. I maybe see me say I missed that little feeling when I kissed your face. I was feeling so warm, now I'm feeling so cold. Can you come and hold me? I don't think I'm okay. Tell me that you're okay. Every single thought inside my brain replaces your face. I don't think I'm okay. Tell me that you're okay. Every single thought inside my brain replaces your face. So like fighting, so it's alright. Fighting when I don't like dying. Let it go. Yeah, let it go. 10 toes in my bankroll. Why you running away from me? I don't know. Thirsty, I'm your Paco. Why you running away from me? I don't know. 'Cause I don't like fighting, so it's alright. Fighting when I don't like dying. Let it go. Yeah, let it go. It's been a while since we last spoke, baby. You were so cold that you drove me crazy. Don't know where to go, lose control. Think I need to let it go. Yeah, let it go. My heart so easily. And all the times we spent are just memories. 10 toes in my bankroll. Why you running away from me? I don't know. Thirsty, I'm your Paco. Why you running away from me? I don't know. 'Cause I 10 toes in my bankroll. Why you running away from me? I don't know. Thirsty, I'm your Paco. Why you running away from me? I don't know. Yeah, let it go. Save my soul. And don't let go.
I've been waiting for so long. Sure, I got my issues, but please don't blame me, they're just issues. I'll hit you up on a better day. I'll call you when it's cold and I wanna play, but please don't ask me what it is that I wanna say. It's not anything that you could obtain. 'Cause I'm a pussy ass bitch on a good day. Don't fuck with my vibes on a Monday. Got too many things that I could say. Can mess it up. I don't wanna love, just wanna touch. Am I too much for you? I've been waiting for so long. Sure, I got my issues, but please don't blame me, they're just issues.
We used to have each other's playlists. No, no, used to be each other's best friends. Yeah, and now we go our separate pathways, but your heart's still in mine. Yeah, and maybe we could try it next week again, but I don't wanna think we're toxic, but who cares? You said that we're over, hands under covers alone this time. But everything I see still reminds me of you. Back of all your things, the memories of when I kissed you. Remember when we used to say to each other, we belong together, me and you forever. Tell me where you've been, yeah, since our break. I'm sorry that I blamed ya for things you can't control. I've been in a daze. I left my heart out to you so you could see me through. Though you still deserve better, you stick with me, 'cause everything I see still reminds me of you. Back of all your things, the memories of when I kissed you. Remember when we used to say to each other, we belong together, me and you forever. We belong together, me and you forever. We belong together, me and you forever. So now we're going to your bedroom. Don't you think we're moving too soon? I love to hear you when you complain about your best friend, how she's so late. And as you're talking, I start thinking, all the details start to sink in. I don't care about the right now. Spend the summer in this beach house, 'cause I was right to play my part. My lies memorized in my heart. I keep losing to a moment where I'm with you, I just can't focus. I love to hear your crazy theories about conspiracies on TV. I know the truth and it's so simple. Blame it all on stupid impulse, and I keep living out of my head. Just forgive me for my silence, 'cause I was right